All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our small contracts project. Let's have a look at what we're going to be going over today. Now, today we're back inside of our Moccasin module, and we're going to stay inside of our ZK Sync setup module or section of the module because I did want to go over some additional notes with you before we actually wrapped up this section. So let's dive in really quickly. So the additional notes. Before we start developing on ZK Sync, there are a couple of important tools we need to have installed to ensure a smooth development experience. First, we need to make sure that we have these two installed in our project. The first one is going to be the error test node. This is a ZK Sync error test node for local testing of ZK Sync contracts. We'll know we did this correctly if we can run the error test node in our terminal and see the node start up. This node allows us to test our contracts in a local ZK Sync environment before deploying them to the testnet or the mainnet. This is how we can run the test error node. We would say error test node dash dash version. This is the response we should see if it's installed correctly. We would say the error test node, here's our version, and this our timestamp with the date, letting us know this is when it was actually configured and created. Now this indicates that the error test node is installed and ready for use. Now the second thing we're going to do is we're going to install the error compiler Viper. This is a Viper compiler for ZK Sync error. We'll know we did this correctly if we can run error compiler Viper in our terminal and see the compiler version. This compiler allows us to compile Viper contracts specifically for the ZK Sync error environment. This is how we can run the error compiler Viper in our terminal. We will say ZK Viper dash dash version. Now, this is the response we should see if it's installed correctly. We will see the Viper compiler for ZK Sync error version 0.3.7. Here's our timestamp and date, letting us know this is when it's actually committed and installed. Now, this indicates that the error compiler Viper is installed and ready for use. Now, with these tools installed, we can effectively develop, test, and deploy Viper contracts on the ZK Sync error platform. Now, basically, that's going to be the entire wrap up for the ZK Sync setup and deploying to the ZK Sync environment section of the module. So tomorrow we're going to be moving forward, so stay tuned for that. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. For now, this is the Python Poppy. You guys stay Gucci.